Bred on the Golden Cross, Metropolitan is by Boom US sire the Panderosa. The Panderosa is one of the fastest sons of Western Hanover and has himself sired 16 sub-150 performers, 60 $100,000 earners and 3 millionaires. One of those millionaires is Metropolitan. A beautifully conformed 15 three-hand son of the Artsplace mare, Tallulah Belle. Tallulah Belle comes from a wonderful US family, her dam, My Belle Amy, having left 8 winners in 2 minutes, 6 of whom took records of better than 155. My Belle Amy is a half-sister to Nora Belle, a gem of the American stud book and dam of one of the finest race fillies of all time in the great Tallulah Belle. Metropolitan was purchased by Norman Smiley for $110,000 as a yearling, and as a juvenile showed the precocious speed his sire line is famous for. Early in his 3-year-old campaign, Metropolitan easily accounted for his rivals in the Burlington Stakes at Mohawk.
Strong off the wings of the gate was Unique Fighter, but Metropolitan looks to be a little bit better. On the inside third, that's Tricky Grin lining up. Western Terror is well away in 4th. Our Lucky Killeen lined up in 5th. Third to last, DM Sundance, then up front Brad, and the early trailer is the Grin Tin Tin. Quickly to the front, Metropolitan and John Kimball. Unique Fighter has worked out the 2-hole position behind a 1-5 favorite. Tricky Grin third to the quarter, 27 1/5. Metropolitan strides away in his own fashion in the backstretch, and he's got his own way here in the second quarter. Up to 3/8 completion, Metropolitan keeping him stacked up single file quite a while. Unique Fighter racing along in second. Tricky Grin is third. On the way to the half, Western Terror on the inside fourth. DM Sundance was first to move and picks up the outside move into the top 5, and he's still going forward with it. On his cover goes up front Brad. Our Lucky Killeen stayed in, and last but brought to the outside was Grin Tin Tin in 56 3, 29 2 rating in the second quarter. Onto the final turn, Metropolitan, Unique Fighter, DM Sundance tries it first over. Up front Brad is second over into the top 4 now, and Tricky Grin stayed in from 5th. 6th off the final turn is Western Terror. Our Lucky Killeen found a seam to come out, and Grin Tin Tin was taken back to the cones as the trailer. But it's still Metropolitan. The lead is a clear length. Unique Fighter, the pocket tripper. DM Sundance was first over, and up front Brad swings out off second over cover. 124 1, 27 3, turning it on in the third, and into the final 8th of the mile. Metropolitan has opened up a sudden 5 or 6 length lead, and he's moving away. On the far outside, our Lucky Killeen. Tricky Grin through between horses. Western Terror the far outside. Metropolitan, an eased up winner. 4 across in the place and show photographs from the inside out. Unique Fighter, then Tricky Grin, and farther out across the track, our Lucky Killeen with Western Terror. They weren't going to touch Metropolitan. 151 1.
His next assignment was the $1 million North American Cup at Woodbine, where he was nosed out of first by Tallulah. Then followed the $1 million Meadowlands Pace. Metropolitan finished an unlucky third, only a short half head behind the winner, and was clocked on the wire at 149 1. 3 weeks later, he was back at the Meadowlands in the Oliver Wendell Holmes, lining up against Tallulah and eventual US and Australian sire Modern Art.
They're off, and the favourite Metropolitan guns out with Campbell, and Miller urges on. Modern Art from the inside comes Rapid Dialing. My Panmar with early speed towards the inside moves up there around the battling leaders around the first turn. It's now Rapid Dialing by a length and a half, with Modern Art up to slide in and get the 2-hole in front of My Panmar. That leaves Metropolitan parked out and pacing on from 4th, now 3rd. It's Tallulah who gets away 5th past the opening quarter. Westerly Bound is 6th 6th on the inside. Then it's Card Holder, followed by Onerutak Pat and Hop Sing at the back, 26 and 2, hot quarter there. And it's Metropolitan with the early grind to the top here. Metropolitan takes charge for Campbell now, settles things down. Rapid Dialing in the second spot. Modern Art is third, heading towards the half mile. My Panmar is fourth on the inside. Mantacular and Anxious fifth now, and the Catman fires him out and shows him racetrack there. Will be tracked by Westerly Bound. Then it's Card Holder saving ground, and Hop Sing, the half 54 and 3/5 a breather, 28 and 1 in that second quarter for Metropolitan, and John Campbell in control now. Modern Art on the outside, ready to square off with him, takes the first over shot. Rapid Dialing locked in the box. Mantacular working out a golden second over for the Catman fourth. My Panmar is locked in fifth now. Westerly Bound is third over sixth from the back. Hop Sing fourth over, and jammed in his Card Holder, and it's still Metropolitan. He's looking to rebuff Modern Art, 3/4 in 1:23 into the stretch here. It's Metropolitan by 2, and Campbell going to work, got rid of Modern Art. Here is Mantacular off cover. He rallies for the Catman. All at his Rapid Dialing up the rail. My Panmar in deep stretch. Metropolitan, Campbell's all over him. Mantacular on the outside, a final lunge nearing the wire. Metropolitan holding on. Mantacular was second. Then it was My Panmar close for fourth there. Modern Art and Rapid Dialing 150 and 1.
Fronting up in 2 more big races, Metropolitan again proved competitive with top-class company running third in the Little Brown Jug, freehold half-mile track, and fourth in the Breeders' Crown. He had now completed a notable feat, being placed close up in each of the 4 major 3-year-old races in North America. In September, Metropolitan again took on some of the best 3-year-olds in the country, including Maltese Artist, Times Are A-Changing, and Western Terror in the Messenger Stakes on Harrington's half-mile circuit. During an injury-plagued season as a 4-year-old, Metropolitan won a further 4 starts, showing only glimpses of his true ability, such as winning here against town champion Holborn Hanover, Georgia Pacific, and 4 Stars King.
Perfect striking spot for Metropolitan, who looms the danger. Prince Vince is there on the outside as well. 3/4 in 1:22 and 4, and they're at the top of the stretch, and it's Town Champion. Town Champion driving on to the lead. Off his cover, Metropolitan coming on. Georgia Pacific back in third. Holborn Hanover late on the outside. Miller and Metropolitan to the front. Holborn Hanover is coming coming on the outside towards second. Metropolitan does it from Holborn, Hanover and Town champion, 150-2.